This is your market recap for April 7th, 2025. Today we had a very volatile day, but we didn't really go anywhere on a higher time frame. So let's get into it. So if we look on this hourly time frame, the reason I was bullish today is one, discount new week opening gap. All right, so this right here is a liquidity void, and price is likely to draw up into that. Two is we actually have this weekly fair value gap right here. This orange line here is equilibrium of this huge move there. So with that, I see the price reacting off of constant encroachment of this, right? Constant encroachment, pumped up one time, tried again to make a new low, got stopped at constant encroachment again. So from there on, I said, all right, we're playing bullish. And then we do so. Crazy volatility here with this 10 o'clock candle. You'll see even more so on the lower time frames. So once again, reaction off this weekly fair value gap. Reaction off of consequent encroachment of this new week opening gap draws us down. But if we're looking higher time frame, we are looking for a raise throughout here below equilibrium that would play bullish, right? So you have this fair value gap, which has already been used. You have this one here, but you have this inverse, which was validated with this touch right there. So if you expand that, boom, price hits the bottom almost perfectly. So let me first say this. Market opens, draws down, takes out this low and this low, drawing into this 15-minute. All right, that's manipulating people short since we had been going short for a good amount of time. And then we absolutely rip up. I mean, 500 handles in a singular 15-minute candle, and then 600 in the next one. Crazy. We do take out these highs here and these highs here before coming all the way down. What caused this retrace here, among other things, is an SMT. We have an SMT at these highs because ES did not sweep these highs. And then once we did that, we kind of just meandered here. A little 15-minute helped us stay up there. And then once we, kicked back into action, took out these highs, retraced to this 15-minute, and then continued with our move. Once again, you can see the reaction off the new week opening gap, conjugate encroachment, right up here. Market opens, draws down, taking out liquidity here and here. React down off this 15-minute inverse fair value gap, which was validated right there. And then obviously we just absolutely skyrocket up. Price was fast for the first, good amount of time, but then we hit this little consolidation and then shoot like a rocket out of it. You'll be able to see it on the 1 minute better. But as you can see, once we hit these highs here, get that SMT, and finally retrace, kind of go into this range until, well, close to lunch. I'm trying to figure out a reason for why the range wouldn't continue into lunch. Maybe it's because we entered consolidation relatively early. That's all I've got to go on, really, other than just markets are in a weird spot right now. Could also say we played sell side, which is a usual indicator of lunch continuing PM session continuing AM sessions move. We do come up here, take out this high, come lower, react off this 15-minute once again, and this 5-minute really, and then continue from there. So on the 1 minute, you can see we were very directional starting out. So market opened here, saw a whole lot of nothing, right? Bullish, bearish, bullish, small, and then we started just drawing down, took out this low, like I said, took out this low, and I saw this array. We reacted off of it, 25% constant encroachment, the low, or 75%. This fair value gap right here, used as an inverse. if there was an SMT here, would have loved to take this, but there wasn't. So I didn't. This is a fair value gap. I don't know where the 948 candle went, but it should be there somewhere creating this fair value gap, which gets reacted off of constant encroachment perfectly right at the beginning of the macro. Oh, this is not drawn correctly. There you go. Boom, right there. Start of the macro, taps in, and then we just shoot up, take out these highs, draw back down, retrace to I'm not sure what, and then we play bullish from there. And out of nowhere, I mean the end of the macro, 10-10, who knows what the actual cause was. But then boom, the largest singular candle I've ever seen, 292 handles in a single minute. We have there's larger ones in the PM session, or actually right here, 321, but still, whole lot of volume out of nowhere. This is something I'd expect out of CPI, but this is directional, and it has intent, and the intent was to take out these highs, because once it did so, I mean, you can see I didn't drag it all the way over here, but this SMT is with this high right there. So that caused us to retrace again, another missing candle for some reason. Come down, SMT here. This could be a trade, except it arguably got filled. You might have gotten filled. It's hard to tell. It's like borderline. And with how large these candles are, I couldn't really zoom in enough to see. So on the 15-second, you may have gotten filled, you may have not have. Would have targeted these highs anyways, so those would have gotten hit if you did get entered. We then hit this high, come back down, take out this low, and then just go into lunch, right? Consolidation. I feel like after such a large volume, first 45 minutes, even hour actually, price just needs to like chill for a bit. And that it did. It just went up and down and up and down, but it was crazy because each up move and each down move was like multiple percent. So I'd check and it would be like, oh, the market's now down 2%, and I'd look and price would just be here, right, consolidating. But we then rally outside of the range, take out this high right there, show little intent to continue, retrace one more time, sweep it, but with low intent, get an SMT of these highs, change in the state of delivery on the 15-second, and then take this 15-second fair value gap lower, targeting equilibrium because high time frame were bullish, and failure to sweep this, I look for the nearest array past equilibrium, which is this right there. So this would have been trade of the day, 1 to 6.5. It's not horrible, not the safest. Honestly, I would just avoid trading today like I did. And then we react off this 15-minute playing bullish from there and then close, obviously, right there. No, sorry. We closed 415, somewhere through here. But yeah, kind of one big move and then consolidation the rest of the day. So looking into the future, I do believe we're going to continue playing bullish. Oh, look at this closure right on constant encroachment in the new week opening gap. That's nice. I believe this discount opening and move downward are making up the sell side portion of this week's wick, and we're going to expand higher. So I believe these highs are next on the docket to be taken, and then progressively those. But yeah, this has been your market recap for April 7th, 2025.